What's these first few months here been like for you?
It's been great. The enthusiasm by all the players and Coach Harbaugh and Joe and the Spanoses, and it's been really just a great experience so far, and just getting better every day. Look forward to coming to work, and then I've been doing this a while, but I'm learning something new every day, a different way. So it's been really good for me.
How exciting is it as an O-line coach to be coaching in this kind of environment with the philosophy, obviously starting with Jim and even the scheme with Greg, just like having that type of emphasis on being physical up front, running the ball, that type of stuff.
So I was fortunate to be in that system with Coach Roman, so got to see it live, and where the vision is and where it wants to go to. So now to be on the ground floor of it, it's just really exciting to see it all, come to fruition one day at a time, being built up that way. So
I think we've all sort of been trying to envision how this is going to look when you have a quarterback like Justin Herbert. So with him and trying to use his skills, how do you think this is going to look like?
I think it's right now we're in the beginning stages of just putting the system in and seeing what everybody can do, and then see where that will go to, lead to, if you will. Right? That's kind of how coach has always done it, right? Like throw a lot at them, see what they can do, learn different techniques, see how much better we can get from a technique standpoint, and then, he's the one that masters it. I have Coach Harbaugh, Coach Roman, they'll put it all together and, get us going down the right path, what fits best for us.
Were you doing backflips when they took Joe?
So yeah, no, I retired from football in 2000. So as a player, so no backflips for me. Obviously, it's exciting, right? To get a player with his athleticism, his size, and really still young and maturing. So from that perspective, yeah, it's you love to have guys like that. It's a big man's business, right? Football, and he's a big man that can move. So.
Could you imagine when you played the 6'9", 320-pound guy could run 5 seconds?
No. I was maybe 6'2", 320. I was definitely not running a 5 flat or whatever. I think today's athletes are incredible. I think they're taught better nutrition-wise, their bodies. That's why they just get bigger and better and faster every year, I think.
Joe reminds you of anybody that you've seen that you coached before?
It reminds me of his dad, because I went to Iowa 4 years after he graduated. My coach was Coach Ferentz, so we watched a lot of his film. He was like the original OG, if you will, of Iowa linemen, So yeah, it reminds me a lot of him. So, yeah.
Talked about Joe. What do you like about the rest of the room that you guys have?
Yeah, so far everybody's they bought completely in, really going out to learn the system, learn technique, and then really learn about each other. Them learning about me, I'm learning about them, and they really all bought in. It's a great room. Every one of those guys has got a lot of ability. It's going to be fun to piece it together, to find that 5 best. And, it's like you said, it's a building block, and these are the building blocks, and it's just really in the infancy of it all. It's going to take till when you get the pads on. Well, let's just be honest, right? So build, get better, and then put on the pads, and that's what separates most people.
For you, the process of finding the best 5, what goes into that? Like, are you the type of person that you're going to try everybody everywhere and see what happens when the pads come on? Like, what's that process like for you as far as?
Yeah, so it's important to have position flex, because you just don't know, and you only carry so many. That's the world I know. So, just by day, or it could be by period, and just move the pieces around. And really, it's really a good way I've learned, because I was that sixth guy when I was younger, and it's a good way to learn the system too, because you're learning it from different areas, different perspectives. So.
Just with Trey Pipkins specifically, obviously was right tackle here the last 2 years, bringing Joe, fifth overall pick as a tackle. With Trey moving to guard, it's not something he's done a lot, if ever, here, if I'm recalling, but what's that transition like? If he is going to move to guard, like, what do you like about him there? What do you think he can do there?
I mean, I think he's big, he's athletic. I mean, he's a people mover, what I've seen on tape. He's smart, just like the rest of the fellas, So everything's a transition, right? Joe's going to be a transition. He's going to right? Everything we're doing right now is a transition. Different techniques, different names of plays, different philosophies, everything. So I think every day we just got to come in here, and they know this, and this is why I love about them all, every one of them. They've attacked every day to get better and better and better, and they haven't blinked once. And so it's a joy going in there to get in front of those guys every day.
The switching sides, like what Joe's going to do, how difficult is that, or what's the key to sort of making, is it something that, I assume maybe some guys can't do that, or?
I think it's in history would tell you guys are just not willing to do it, and it just takes reps. It's just a matter of reps after rep, and this is the time to do it, right? We got phase 2 right now, and then it'll be OTAs, and then we're doing this to get them ready for OTAs. We get OTAs to get them ready for training camp, and then when the live bullets of training camp start, the physicality of it, that's when it usually sinks in for everybody, because then you got to put it all together. Now it's real, the speed of it, everything else. So.
For people who haven't played there, what is difficult about that, or maybe is it not as difficult to make that transitions?
I mean, it's just really just muscle memory of being able to flip over to one side or the other. Some guys, aren't willing to do that. Some are. To me, the great ones, it's just a matter of feeling comfortable. Get over there feeling comfortable. Get enough reps to feel comfortable, whatever they're doing, whatever they're asked to do.
With Rashawn specifically, has anything kind of stuck out to you in getting to know him a little bit, or just how he approaches the game and stuff like that?
Yeah, he's really smart. You talking about Slater?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first. But yeah, he's really, really smart. He is very unselfish. I say that because I've had some big time players that maybe won't hold a bag, but boy, he's right over there holding the bag for his guys. I'm like, man, this guy, he's got the whole package. So really excited what he's done, and he asks great questions, which I love. There's good banter, back and forth, which that's what you want from a coach and player relationship. So.
Good. I just have one more.
Yeah.
Quick ones. Just with Zion, obviously former first-round pick, we see the size, the athleticism. You can talk to him, just his intelligence. What do you feel like his ceiling is, especially in this scheme and the way that you guys want to play? Like, what excites you about this bit?
Yeah, I'm excited, not only from him, but really everybody, because I feel like the system can accentuate all those good qualities you just mentioned about Zion. Right? Zion has really a lot of length. Right? We're trying to get to him right now to use that length. He can pull, all those things. So I think not only him, but just really everybody in the room, the system will fit to what their skill set is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Carried over as well to Bradley, more of a known quantity, obviously, in the scheme, having played 4 years in Baltimore. Right?
Correct. Yeah, right. He has been in it for, so he kind of knows the general sense of it. It'll be different, like you mentioned. It's a different quarterback, right? So there's going to be some differences for sure, But the mentality, what the vision is, what we want to get accomplished, like he's been there, he's seen it, just like I have. So.